hours, one lift, and everything I'd buried for 10 years came out all at once. I never thought a broken lift would unlock the one thing I'd buried deeper than anything: my feelings for her. It started like any other Tuesday in central London, the kind where people in suits rush past coffee shops, clutching phones and dodging drizzle. We were both headed to a meeting on the 19th floor. Clara, the company's sharp, untouchable HR director, and me, just another mid-level manager, pretending I had everything under control. We hadn't spoken properly in years. Not since uni. Not since I ruined everything by falling for my best friend and never telling her. And yet, when the lift jolted to a stop between floors 12 and 13, the lights flickered and the cold silence settled in. There we were, alone, no signal, no exit. At first, it was awkward small talk about the weather, the project, the building's outdated maintenance team. But time stretched like elastic, and eventually, the masks we wore every day began to crack. It was somewhere around hour 4 that she mentioned her upcoming wedding. My stomach turned. I asked if she was happy. She hesitated, said it was safe. That word stuck in the air like stale breath. I told her about my breakup last year, how I'd moved into a flat with peeling walls and silence that screamed at night. She asked why I never came to her flat party years ago, the one she invited me to after uni, and I lied at first, said I was sick. But then she looked at me, eyes wide, challenging, and I told her the truth, that I couldn't face watching her fall for someone else, that I loved her since the first week of lectures, when she told a professor to sit down, because he was mansplaining Dostoevsky, that I remembered the way she bit her pen cap when she was nervous, the way she sang under her breath during late-night study sessions. I told her everything I couldn't say back then because I was a coward, and she just stared. 10 long seconds. Then she smiled, not mockingly, not in pity, but softly, sadly, and said, "You idiot. I waited for you." I felt like the floor dropped. She told me about the man she was engaged to, how she never really laughed with him the way she laughed with me, how he'd never understood her weird love for thunderstorms or her obsession with 80s horror films. We talked for hours, knees touching in the cramped space, sharing biscuits from her handbag like teenagers hiding snacks in a cinema. I told her about my mum's illness, how I'd stopped writing music after Dad died. She cried when I said I used to write songs about her. I even sang one, quietly, nervously. The lift never moved, but we did. In those 10 hours, we aged 10 years in reverse. We laughed like the students we once were, cried like the broken adults we'd become, and confessed things we should have years ago. When rescue finally came and the doors opened with that mechanical sigh, it felt like the real world didn't deserve what we'd just shared. She paused at the threshold, looked back, and whispered, "Come find me before I say yes to the wrong man." Then she stepped out, heels clicking down the corridor, back straight, hair wild from 10 hours of truth. I never went to the meeting. I called her the next day. No answer. I showed up at her wedding venue 2 weeks later, not to stop it, but just to see, and she was standing outside, alone, in jeans and a jumper. "Took you long enough," she said. I kissed her like I should have, years ago. We got married in a registry office 6 months later. No guests, no cake, just us. Sometimes I still take the lift in that building. I don't fear it stopping anymore, because I know sometimes being stuck is the only way to finally move forward.